I'm honored to greet you on this September the 5th, the National Day of the Teacher in India. What could be a more appropriate occasion than to honor one of the great teachers of history, Dr. Vishwanath Karad. I'm struck by the thought that in many ways, Dr. Karad's personal history parallels the modern history of India. He was born in 1941, just 6 years before Indian independence. In the time since independence, India has grown from humble beginnings, not only in population, which was now the greatest or highest in the world, but also in the capabilities and accomplishments of its people. Indians generally are recognized as exceptional leaders and excelling in education wherever they have the opportunity. And where the opportunity does not exist, they create it. Similarly, Dr. Karad was born into circumstances of few opportunities and resources. But he had a dream. Somehow he realized that education was the key to opportunity, not only for himself, but for everyone. He worked hard, another trait of the people of India. And he not only excelled in learning, he became a leader in education and in providing education to others. His life has been devoted to harmonizing spirituality, science, and philosophy for the greatest good of humanity. Like India since independence, Professor Karad has courageously risen to meet challenges and to convert dream into reality. I first met Dr. Vishwanath Karad when he came to Utah in the United States in 2015 to address the World Parliament of Religions. During this visit, we were grateful to be able to host him at Brigham Young University. As we discussed the subject of education together, we found that we have much in common. Dr. Karad understands the value and long-term benefits of education and has made it a purpose of his life to facilitate it for others. As you know, Dr. Karad is a believer in value-based education. Learning is valuable in and of itself, but it has a greater purpose than simply conveying knowledge and understanding. It's the higher purpose. Its higher purpose is to help instill character and a love for truth in students. Education based on values such as integrity and virtue, service, tolerance, spirituality, at the same time helps to further those and cultivate those values in the students themselves. At Brigham Young University, we also appreciate that education is not just sharing information and learning new things. Our focus is on developing the whole person. Our motto is, enter to learn, go forth to serve. You can understand why we and Dr. Karad rejoiced to discover our mutual commitment to value-based education. As you know, Dr. Karad is a devoted student and follower of saints and sages, anxious to accept and apply truth wherever it may be found. Like Dr. Karad at Brigham Young University, we also believe in learning, accepting, and applying truth wherever it may be found. There's no rigid divide between science and other disciplines. We believe in the virtue of combining religious faith and spirituality with scientific inquiry. One of our cherished scriptures says, "Seek ye diligently, and teach one another words of wisdom. Seek knowledge, seek ye out of the best book words of wisdom. Seek learning even by study and also by faith." Dr. Karad's desire and commitment to foster peace is well known. The flagship institution of the Maharashtra Academy of Engineering, Education and Research, MAER, established many years ago, is the Maharashtra Institute of Technology, which now bears the additional title of World Peace University. The World Peace Center was established there in 1996, and 2 years later, UNESCO awarded the chair for human rights, democracy, peace, and tolerance to Dr. Vishwanath Karad. We're met today in the philosopher St. Sri Gyaneshwara World Peace Dome. Dr. Karad conceived this magnificent structure dedicated to peace. He designed, engineered, and oversaw construction of the Peace Dome himself. As we sit here in this remarkable structure today, can anyone doubt the deep, sincere, and visionary commitment of Vishwanath Karad to human peace and flourishing? He's indeed a visionary, educator, engineer, social worker, philanthropist, author, mentor, and zealous promoter of peace. Another of our scriptures states, "Wherefore whoso believeth in God might with surety hope for a better world, which hope cometh of faith, and maketh an anchor to the souls of men, which would make them sure and steadfast, always abounding in good works, and being led to glorify God." At Brigham Young University, our anchor is our hope and faith in Jesus Christ. Jointly, we aspire always to abound in good works and bless the children of God, our Heavenly Father. Dr. Karad, we know that you never asked or suggested or even hinted that a statue of you should be commissioned. It was never your idea, but it's rather entirely the desire of your many friends in America and India and around the world. I know your modesty may make you a bit uncomfortable to have this statue here, but let me assure you and put your mind at ease, this statue in reality is just another one of your many services, because it will provide inspiration and hope to the rest of us and to many others who will come to know you and your life when they visit here in the future. Given the common interest and focus of Brigham Young University and Dr. Karad on peace and service to fellow man, and in recognition of his many accomplishments, I'm pleased to announce to this audience on this special occasion that Brigham Young University will award an honorary doctoral degree to revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad next April at its annual commencement ceremony. Thank you to everyone for your presence here today. Dr. Karad, thank you once again for your remarkable life of achievement. I'll see you at Brigham Young University in April.